How's it going? It's Jeff from jeffrey-thomas.com, and let's take a look at orange range. Thank you. Arigato. Okay, so make sure you're copying the notation out off my website so we can follow through together. And there's a lot to talk about. So first up, letter names of the right hand. P for the thumb, I for your first finger, M for your middle finger, and A for your ring finger. Okay. The tune starts out with a slide back from 12. There's a pickup on beat 4, so I'm going to run through the line really slow for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, third measure. Okay, let me run this for you at 80 on the metronome. Tempo is up actually around 104, but I want to run it slow for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want to talk about a feel thing. That little dead note thingy that a lot of bass players do, and basically all it is instead of fretting this 2 on the 3rd string and playing the note clean, I'm like lifting off with my first finger here in the left hand and just getting a dead note. So if I went through those notes like so basically what you're doing is you're putting in a dead note, and I guess it's definitely important for me to point out, but you want to play the notes clean before you go ahead and put that dead note thing in. But it's fun. Once you start to get the hang of it, you'll be doing it a lot. And I would go ahead and just consider it a muted note or a dead note that's put in place of a note that's supposed to be fretted. It kind of gives like a little percussive attack to the lines. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's a 4-measure phrase for the tune, and you'll notice that down here I'm alternating with I and M. I don't think it's played with a pick, but I couldn't find any footage of the band actually playing the song. So anyway, next up, I have written out all 5 pentatonic patterns for you for the key of D major, B minor, or B blues, and this tune is in the key of D major. So these pentatonic patterns will get you playing through the whole range of the fretboard, and the notes are all safe if you wanted to do a solo. So let's get started with the pentatonic patterns. First thing is 2nd fret, 1st finger on the 4th string, and then up to the 5th fret. So 1, 4, and then cutting over to the 3rd string, 1, 4 again, frets 2 and 5, going to the 2nd string, fingers 1, 3, frets 2 and 4, and then going over to the 1st string, fingers 1 and 3, frets 2 and 4. Now when you get to the highest note, you're going to turn right back around and play this again, come back down. Okay, moving up to the next pattern, it's going to start at the 5th fret with your 2nd finger. Frets are going to be 2 and 7. Same thing on the 3rd string. Walk over to the 2nd string, frets are going to be 4 and 7. And then the same thing on the 1st string. And then when you descend, play the high note again. Okay, moving up to the 7th fret. Fingers are going to be 1 and 4, 1 and 3, 1 and 3 again on the 2nd string, and 1 and 3 again on the 1st string, and then come back down. That takes us up to the next pattern in line, which is at the 10th fret. Fingers are going to be 2 and 4, frets 10 and 12. Cut over to the third string, fingers 1 and 4, frets 9 and 12. Same thing on the second string. And then when you get to the first string, it's going to be fingers 1 and 3, frets 9 and 11. Okay. And then the last pattern is up here at the 12th fret. And it's going to be fingers 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. And then you're going to cut back to the 11th fret with your first finger. And use your pinky up at 14. Okay, so those are all 5 of the pentatonic patterns if you wanted to jam it up and do your own thing. Every note in those pentatonic patterns is totally fine over the chord progression. Now, on the subject of the chord progression, I've placed some arpeggios for you to kind of try and mimic the guitar line in the beginning. Right, and then... Alright, so, first chord, E minor 9. And I have that chord shape written for you with all the fingers in the chord diagram, in the second row of the chord diagrams. And then the arpeggio pattern is going to be assigning P on the 4th string, I on the 3rd string, M on the 2nd string, and A on the 1st. So the arpeggio pattern is going to be P, I, M, A, M, I, P, M, A. Then we go to A7 sus 4, and you go. Okay, so that's A7 sus 4, thumb on the 3rd string, popping the 2nd and the 1st string together, letting that 3rd string ring, and then coming back, dropping your first finger down to 11 on the 2nd string and popping those 2 strings for A7. Okay. Then we move to D major 9, and it's the same pattern as in the first measure. Okay. And then you drop back to B minor 9. So, kind of messed up there on that arpeggio for the D major 9. Oh, and also I want to point out that a triangle means major. So when you see D triangle 9, that means D major 9. So the pattern, there you go. And then, okay, so this is kind of cool. These chords might be a little tough at first, but they're definitely worth it because it allows you to kind of do some guitaristic things, and guitar players definitely will be like, cool, what chord is that you're playing? Maybe. Anyway, I hope this was fun. So get a hold of me if there's any questions on this lesson or any of the other lessons I have. And I am also teaching on Skype, Uvu, Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live. I say that on every video, sorry. And but it's for real. If you want to continue study, I have a lot of people that are contacting me and actually taking lessons with me every week on, around the world. So it's a real thing. So anyway, I hope this was fun, and definitely get a hold of me if there's any questions. All right. Arigato.